Today I want to review some of the subtraction strategies that we have talked about so far in Unit 3. Let's start with the think addition strategy. The think addition strategy was introduced when we started to talk about the domino. We made up addition and subtraction facts from a domino. We came up with 2 addition facts and 2 subtraction facts for a domino. Can you think of what the 2 addition facts and 2 subtraction facts would be for this domino? If you think of the addition first, it will help you think of the subtraction. The 2 addition facts that describe this domino are 5 plus 4 equals 9, because there are 5 dots on this side and 4 dots on this side. And the 2 subtraction facts, 9 minus 5 equals 4, and 9 minus 4 equals 5. These are all related facts. They are part of a fact family, and they are all related facts. So, let's look at this big problem. 15 minus 9 equals. Suppose you don't know the answer to this. How could you use related facts to figure it out? Let's think about using the related addition fact. 9 plus something equals 15. What do I need to add to 9 to get to 15? 9 plus something equals 15. I need to add 6 to 15 because I know that 9 plus 6 equals 15. I can use my think addition strategy because it's a way to solve the subtraction fact by thinking of it as an addition fact. And I can think about it with my related facts. Let's talk about another one, and that is the counting up strategy. The counting up strategy is part of 2 of my favorite strategies that I've talked about. So the counting up strategy. When is it easier to use the counting up strategy to subtract? When is it easier to use the counting up strategy to subtract? Well, when the numbers are close together, it is easy to subtract by counting up. So when we look at 15 and 12, we think about them on a number line or we think about them on a hundreds chart, these numbers are close together. That means that it is easiest to use the counting up strategy. And to do that, we start at the smaller number in the subtraction problem, and we count up until we get to the bigger number. So we say 12, 13, 14, 15. The difference is 3. 15 minus 12 equals 3. You can start at 15 and you can take away 12, but it is much easier to count up 3 instead of counting back 12. Same thing down here, 9 and 7. 9 and 7, these numbers are close together. It will be much easier to count up from 7, the smaller number, up and stop at 9. Let's do it. 7, 8, 9. The difference is 2. 9 minus 7 equals 2. You can count backwards 7, but it is much easier to count up 2 than count back 7 when the numbers are so close together. That is why I like the counting up strategy. Now, let's talk about the counting back strategy. This is another one I really like. So, when is it easier to use the counting back strategy? When is it easier to use the counting back strategy? Well, when the number you subtract is small. Small. It is easy to count back. So when we look at this whole problem, 18 minus 3, it is easy to count back because 3 is a small number. So we start at 18 and we count back 3 numbers from 18. 18, 17, 16, 15. 18 minus 3 equals 15. And I can even check my work. I went back 1, 2, 3. I can even do this on my fingers. 18 minus 3 equals 15. Same thing down here. 13 minus 2. 2 is a small number. I just have to count back 2 numbers from 13. 13, 12, 11. 13 minus 2 equals 11. I can check that I went 2 numbers. 1, 2. So, when is it easier to use the counting back strategy? When the numbers that you are subtracting are small, like 3 or 2, 4. And now let's look at our most recent ones, the minus 0 and minus 1 back strategies. I've written a couple problems out that are minus 0 and minus 1 facts. 5 minus 0 and something equals 8 minus 0. 3 minus 1. Remember that we said that this line is just like a different way to have the equal sign. You would just write the answer below the line. So if 0 is subtracted from a number, from any number, the number does not change because we're taking nothing away. So if 0 is subtracted from a number, the number does not change. We are taking nothing away. 5 minus 0 equals 5. 8 minus 0 equals 8. That is the minus 0 fact strategy. And let's look at right over here. If 1 is subtracted from a number, from any number, the answer is the next smaller number. It's 1 less. So 3 minus 1 equals 2. 2 is the next smaller number from 3. It's 1 less. 7 minus 1 equals 6. 6 is the next smaller number from 7. It is 1 less. That is the minus 1 fact strategy. I need to label right over here, minus 0 fact strategy. So I just wanted to review some of these subtraction strategies that we have talked about so far before we learn some more. This was a review of subtraction strategies. Which one is your favorite?